reflection. I'll wait till I get a few people in the room, myself. Hey, reflection. Hey, reflection. Okay, I have enough people to talk to. I do not have a selfie stick, so this is going to be a little shaky. But today I felt like I needed to reflect on my life and where I am right now at this moment, because all I have is now. That's all that matters is now. And today, like, I'm outside in nature, the sun is beaming, and I received a message from the sun, and I was asking myself, like, why am I here? Like, who am I? Like, what's the whole point of everything that I'm doing at this moment? And I realized, because I'm God. I am God expressing itself. And I'm expressing itself in human form. And I think sometimes we take for granted in what it means to be human, to be this physical energy. And so I'm sitting here on the grass, you know, feeling the sun, feeling the breeze, and I just realized, like, wow, this feels really good right now. And I think we take for granted just the emotions we have, the thoughts we have, because as God, we are infinite, we are powerful. And we came here to experience, to have that human experience. Because we could have stayed where we were and just been magnificent, all-knowing, but that would have been boring. And what I thought about my life as this human life, and everything that I have done up to this point, is that I wanted to remind my lower self who they are, who you really are. Like, right now, you think within your ego that you are the person you are in your job. You think you're someone's mother or daughter or sister or father. That's who you think you are. But you're more than that. You're more than that as a human being. And what I wanted to do up to this point, I wanted to remind you of who you are. I wanted to have that true human experience. I wanted you to see what it is to be back to where you should belong, and that is in nature. I wanted to show the melanated black woman that she is beautiful with her natural hair, her natural beauty, and her natural skin, with no actual clothes on. Your skin is your clothes. I wanted to show you that this is where you should be. I wanted my life to be a beacon for your life. Everything I ever wanted to do or I attempted to do, I wanted to make a difference. And I know that my life was here for that moment, for that purpose. Even when I was in Babylon, I did whatever I could to help anybody. I tried to tell my Babylon family about how to eat right, about how to handle their money, about how to be a better person. That's all I ever wanted to do. And sometimes I succeeded and sometimes I didn't. But the thing that I kept in perspective was to always make sure I had the right intent in everything that I did. And right now, the thing that has come to me is knowing when you're being subjective and objective. But even if you're being subjective about something, the lesson is learning from that. Because I feel as God, you need both. It's a balance between being subjective and objective, like yin and yang, positive and negative. Like, you need that for the balance. And everything that I tried to do in my life is to bring balance and order. I never ran away from the truth. I never ran away from the truth of things. Sometimes at that moment, I may not have comprehended it, but once I sit back and I think about the whole situation, then I can look at myself and be like, okay, you're using your feelings about that. But now what are you going to do now that the facts are in front of you? And see, and I can detach myself from being subjective and bring in the facts and be like, you know what? Yeah, that's what I should have done. That is where growth is. That's where ascension is. It's going to the next level and taking your mind to the next level, and not blaming anyone for why something happened the way that it happened. Because when you put the responsibility on someone else, you take away your power. You give them the power. You are responsible for your life and how it turns out, because you created all of this. You created everything. Everything you see, you created. Because it starts in the mind. Whatever you say, you create. And so now I'm sitting here thinking about all of that, thinking about my mind and my thoughts and my actions, and why am I here in the first place? And I'm here for you. That's my purpose. My purpose is here for you, to be that navigation, to show you this is how things should be. Stop living the lie. But then sometimes we get caught up in the lie. That's all right. But now take responsibility, acknowledge that, and now what you're going to do? You decide if you want to grow. You decide if you want to expand, or you can sit back and watch life pass you by. You can sit back like everybody else on the couch, watching reality pass you by, watching someone else live their life, take chances, take risks. Or you can get up off your ass and you take action. Because you can conceptualize all you want, but it's about what you're going to do with what you know. Yeah, everybody got the answers. Everybody think they know everything, but what you gonna do with it? What you doing with all these with all this intellectual lies and black consciousness and black power? Okay, what you gonna do with all of that? You gonna sit back and just run your mouth, be on the computer, being a yes man, being a troll, while you see other people on here doing the best that they can to be a difference for you. And then you're going to get mad because it hits you here because you know it's truth. But instead of you getting up and doing something about it, you want to complain and put the other people down that are trying to do something about it. And I'm here right now to say, don't be like that. Your life means something. You are here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. I'm talking to you because you are me. Everything is a reflection of me. I'm talking to myself. And I know that I am. Did you want to add anything? Want to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on for just a second.
Peace and love, reflection. How y'all doing? That was very well. That was a beautiful message right there. To add on to that, you know, life is to be lived. You know, don't worry. You know, a lot of people worry. You know, they might conceptualize a whole bunch and complicate everything. Listen, life is simple. If you knew who you were, life will be a lot easier for you, you know. But people, you know, they worry because, you know, now they have responsibilities like bills and shit, you know, but it's only them who has the choice. You got the choice to, you know, in a matter of if you want to do that, you know. And people, you know, they like pointing the finger and all of that, but you got to take responsibility. If you knew who you was, you know, you wouldn't be pointing a finger at nobody like, why is this happening? This is because this person's doing that. You know, if you knew who you was, you know, you would be cool. You know, that's why, like me, it's different with me. With me, whatever happens, I'm like, okay. I just keep the smile on my face. You know, I stay positive. Stay positive. Keep one foot in front of the other and stay positive. Stay focused, you know, and stand for something. If you don't stand for nothing in life, then you're going to fall for anything. Like, you know, you're just going to fall. I mean, like, you know, but this is why it's important to know yourself, you know. How can you love anything or know anything else if you don't know yourself? You know, and this comes into ego, you know. People they don't know what ego is. Ego is your sense of self, like your sense of who you are. Now, a lot of people have a small mind, so they have a small ego, and this small mind, this small mindset gives them a small ego, so they might limit themselves. They limit themselves to who they are. They'll really, you know, believe that it's just them, and it's not like that other thing can't be them. Like, I understand that me and this tree right here, right? Me and this tree, we are the same. This plant right here, this rose or whatever. That's a rose. Is that a rose? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a butterfly on this rose too. It just flew off. But the plants, the trees, the ants, all of that, you know, butterflies, every form. I am every form because I have a big ego. You know what I'm saying? Like Beyonce, I got a big ego. But, you know, she didn't know what was going on. But, you know what I'm saying? I have a strong sense of self. I know who I am. I am God. Me saying that, if you knew who you was, when you hear you say, I am God, then, you know, the way sound works. When I say something, I say something. When I say something, you say something. That goes over your head. Because if you knew who you was, you would know that I am you. So whatever I say, you're saying. You know, whatever somebody's saying, you know, but it's your choice again. This is when it comes back to choice, because you have a choice on what you want to give yourself to, what you want to give your energy to. If you want to give your energy to something that don't serve you, fine with, you know, that's you. You know, that's still me. It's a part of me, but I have a choice in the matter and what I want to give my energy to. You know? And life is to be, you know, lived, you know? It's like you created all of this. I created this, you know. I created it to experience it. You know, I want to do, you know. Mm-hmm. If we just sitting around conceptualizing everything, you know, like God was bored. God must have been bored. I must have been bored, you know. I must have been bored out of my mind. So I was like, you know what? You know, I'm gonna create this reality where I break myself up into many pieces, many forms, and I'm gonna go into it and forget that I'm God, because that's the only way God would be able to, you know, experience it. I guess if God forgot. So, you know, I'm here as God experiencing life, you know, and I love life, and I'm gonna stay positive, and you know, I know everything happened for a reason, and it's all written. Even what I'm saying right now at this moment is written. You know, everything happened for a reason, and you only take what you need in life. Mm-hmm. Life only gives you certain information that you take. You know, I bet people don't even remember 2 weeks ago on Monday. You don't remember what happened 2 weeks ago on Monday. Mm-hmm. Some people might do, but you don't remember what happened 3-4 weeks ago on Monday. Mm-hmm. You know, you only take certain information. You might remember, oh, I remember last year, blah, blah, blah. You know, you might take certain information that you need, you know, to get you where you need to go. You know, life only gives you what you need in order for you to grow, you know. And so that's what life is about. It's about you growing and becoming the best you can be.
But just like you just said, mm-hmm. It's about knowing yourself. If you don't know yourself, then you don't know, like, how you think and, like, the type of reactions you might have in a situation. That's why it's really important for you to know your astrological energy, study your birth chart, because then you will know where your debilitations are. Then mm-hmm. you will know when you then you will actually know if you're the type of energy that goes off of subjectivity instead of objectivity. But mm-hmm. you must know yourself, and I think that's the reason why a lot of people don't want to take the chance to just go out there and take that risk, because they don't even know who they are. So mm-hmm. how can you know where you're going if you don't even know who you are? And see, when I was at the point in my life to where if I'm not willing to die for it, then I don't want it. And see, with me, I was willing to die for the truth. I was willing to die for it. You know,
Facts.
I was willing to die, give up everything for the truth, and that's what I did. And I continue to do that. If that shit don't got my heart pumping and be scared, then I don't need to do it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a risk taker because I know that is in my astrological energy that I will take risk. You know, but I also know that sometimes I can kind of go too far, but then at the same time I can pull back and be like, all right, well, what did you learn from this? Who are you going to be next time? You know, and that's how I get through life, through this game called life, because all of this is a game. All it is a game for you to know who you are, and the sin is that you don't know who you are. Don't let nobody's book or anybody's religion fuck you up. The sin is to remember who you are. And if you know who you are, then you can control everything. And that's the reason why I had liked the holographic universe, because it pretty much just broke it down. Watch that video. But everything is all in your mind. Everything is all in your mind. And once you know that, and you realize that all of this is in your mind, then you can control the outcome. You can get whatever you want in this life. But you must know who you are first. You must trust. And you must know that everything is all in your mind, and you control it by your thought. You control it by your emotions. You control everything. So don't let no one tell you that you don't have the fate in your life, because you do. Now, if you don't learn this time, you will have the next lifetime to learn it. And if you don't learn it that time, it's like an ongoing cycle.
Constant, cycle.
Yeah.
And you got a choice. You know, you got a choice. We was just saying, what was you saying? Say it again.
What? I said a lot.
you said like just now you said something, but it took me to, you have a choice. You know, you got a choice in a matter of what you want to do. You know, okay, somebody might tell you to do something, right? You have a choice in a matter of whether you want to do it or not. You know, some people may feel obligated that they have to do something. That's you know, that's your astrological energy doing that. But if you still had that ground, like that, yo, you could do anything you put your mind to. Reflection. You could do anything you put your mind. Nobody could stop you. Like, and this is I ain't gonna lie. Like, a lot of people, they get caught up in with certain other parts of themselves they get caught up with. You know, and that'll so-called stop them. You know, because they'll get caught up with something else, and they don't know how to, like, let that something else go, and they won't know how to let that go and do what they really want to do. What do you really want to do? If people, okay, say you got everything, right? Everything you ever wanted. What would you do after that? That's what you would want to do in life, right? If you have everything and you know that everything is you, then what would you do with knowing all of that? You know, and a lot of people, you know, they just, you know, I'm not going to say a lot of people, a lot of parts of myself.
Yes.
A lot of parts of myself, or me, I do it. I just, you know, I don't really acknowledge who I really am, you know?
We were just talking about that, because we were saying how we look at another person and we might say something negative about that person, but whatever you say about another person, you really are saying about yourself, because all it is yourself. And the mistake that people make is that they want to separate themselves from the other person, but you can't do that. And that's why people are so lost, because we are separating ourselves from our reflection. That is your reflection. That's why we say peace reflection, what's up reflection, because all you are is talking to yourself. So whatever you say about another person, you really are saying about yourself, because you can only relate to what you identify with. Because if I say that person's a bad person or that person's a fucked up person, what I'm really saying is that I'm a bad person, I'm a fucked up person. But you ain't gonna find that over here. Because I'm love and I'm light. I'm the truth, the light, and the way.
I'm the way, the truth, and the...
Well, that's the way that I'm saying it. I'm saying it that way because this is my reality. Okay? So I'm going to make sure I always keep love on my channel. I'm always going to keep love and light and truth on my channel because you're watching me. You are having intercourse with me. Ain't going to be that negative shit.
Right, hold on. I want to say something.
Okay.
Whoever put in this little... All right, here we go. Put the hearts in the room. Somebody is putting bad faces in here. You got to know that you only mad at yourself. If you mad on behind the camera, you mad at yourself. Why are you mad at yourself?
And my thing is to that person, who gives a fuck?
Right, who gives a
like,
fuck?
You
but
on
still,
my
it's
channel.
like, you know, why are you here? If you
channel.
disagree with something, why give your energy to it? You know, like, that don't make sense to me. You know, put love in the room. If you love yourself, if you know who you are, hit the love button, you know. But I love myself, you know.
I love myself too.
And I feel as though, like me and Furio, like, I feel like our energy really good together, you know, and we very compatible. And I feel as though we bring out the best in each other. Like, I'm more logical. I stand up straighter. I walk straighter. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, though, it's like my mind is sharper. Like, you know, I think clearer, too. I think better. And I feel like, you know, her, as well as, like, articulating herself, I'm, like, she used to be real, like, quiet. You know, my fault. You was, like, really quiet, you know? But
Yeah,
until I got to really know you, and, you know, you opened up to me. You know, you open yourself up to me, and you, like, you know, it's like you're very articulate, like, you know, and I think people need to start saying that. A lot of people need to see that, you know. Like, I'm thinking, where was you at you know, with master teacher, and where the hell was you at? You know what I'm saying like this, you know. But I think I bring that out of you, you know, like the way our energies bounce off of each other. It's like, you know, we might, you know, say like it's different, you know, like when you by yourself, you're not truly by yourself, you know, but you know, when you by yourself, it's like you're different. Your energy is different, but when it's with another energy, when you with another part of yourself, you know, that it's like it's a mixture of energy, you know, and our mixture of energy, it's like we both enhance each other. That's, you know.
And it's funny because he's water and I'm fire.
Right, and
so
we
you think that.
Right, we also, it's like opposites attract. We like very opposite, but it's like you know, she is fire, I'm water. Then she has it's like, I don't know, we got that airy love. We both got Venus in the air sign too. You know, I got Venus in Gemini, she got Venus Aquarius. You know, and certain shit we do, you know, it is like, yo, you was doing that, I was doing that, you know, but it's like shit switched around. Then it's, I don't know, it's just how it go though. You know?
But we gonna wrap this up.
We about to wrap it up. You know, I love myself. That's all I gotta say. You know, I am. That's all I want to say.
All right. Peace.
Peace and love.